I'm the Peanut Butter Ninja. You're the Jam Squad. We have our first details about Battlefield 2042 PlayStation blog. All right, let's go. EA has revealed the next iteration of its massive multiplayer shooter series, Battlefield 2042. Launches later this year on October 22nd, Xbox, PlayStation, PC. But if you get the Gold Edition or the Ultimate Edition, you can play that on the October 15th. With development handled by DICE, Criterion, DICE LA, and EA Gothenburg. All hands on deck. Coming to both PS4 and PS5, both Xboxes and PC. It continues the series' ambitious trajectory of incorporating cutting edge tech to increase the size and density of its sandboxes, while retooling and expanding its vast armory of gameplay modes and mechanics. It boasts one of the biggest maps in the series to date. The real time unpredictability of extreme weather systems that'll tear through the front line, enhanced terrain deformation, and on PS5 and the latest Xbox and, of course, the PC, a 128 player count per match. This is DICE proprietary game engine Frostbite flexing all new processing muscle acquired in the 2 or so years since the last entry, Battlefield 5. All right, also some picks. It also marks the franchise return to near modern day. The real world yet fictitious setting pitches a what if scenario of societies crumbling in the face of violent climate changes and diminishing resources. Stateless soldiers, no pat specialists, now fight on behalf of the remaining superpowers. The setup is close enough to today to be recognizable, but far enough in the future to include advanced arsenals and destructive weather patterns. Fitting, though, with the series' 20th anniversary coming up, that EA offers a nod, unintentional or otherwise, to franchise starter Battlefield 1942 in its selection of year. All right, more pictures. All Out Warfare's Conquest and Breakthrough. There are three gameplay pillars, experiences, to 2042. Only two have been named. Of that pair, only All Out Warfare is the focus of the first look, debuting with a duo of familiar modes, Hazard Zone, as well as the mysterious third pillar in development at DICE LA. We'll get their full reveal at a later date. DICE reinforced Hazard Zone is something all new for the franchise, a modern take on multiplayer that's a high stakes, squad based game type. The studio is emphatic in stressing it isn't a battle royale mode. It is not a battle royale mode. They really want you to know that. There's the robotic dog. Please, please, please don't let that be something that ruins the game where everybody's just using the robotic dog. That would be terrible. As ever, there will be a fleet of vehicles to jump into during matches. Players will have access to call in tablet, letting them request a land-based vehicle to anywhere on the map. They can be deadly even before you hop in. Dice example, pinpointing a tank to land onto a enemy sniper position. Yes, yes, you are going to see a lot of that. See that sniper over there? Well, how about I call in a tank to land on his head? Now, will the sniper have warning or will it just fall silently until it smashes them? We'll find out. So, those two all out warfare modes, Conquest has two teams duking it out on a huge space with epic clashes and more personal frays playing out in pockets across the map. Breakthrough also drops two opposing sides into a single location, but it's more guided. Maps are divided up into sectors in which there are multiple capture points. Attacking or defending sides need to hold points to flip sectors and shift an ever moving front line in their favor. What want time to get adjusted to what's new and test things out? You can launch both modes with AI squad mates And DICE confirms doing so still contributes to your overall progress. So, do you want to play with AI teammates against AI enemies and have it count towards your progress? Or do you want to play against humans with humans? Now you have a choice. They've been working on a more sophisticated AI, so I expect it to be really good. Doesn't sound like a bad idea to play with AI against AI sometimes. Maps and their dynamic events. Let me go back up there real quick. Okay. If the robotic dog is broken and some of the other future things are broken and players are just doing it constantly, then that's a nice option that you can go play without other players. You can go play with AI. Hopefully, the robotic dog and the call in tablet, hopefully, it doesn't lead to game breaking things. But if it does, we can go play with bots against bots. So, all right. Maps and their dynamic events. I did read the one at top, right? All right. So, a quick tour of both modes and some of the maps demonstrate DICE's approach to shaping a satisfying ebb and flow to battles. There's a look at locales based on real world settings: desert cities, tanker rigs, cragged mountaintops, their geography catering to different insertion methods and combat approaches. Go big with multi vehicle combat, spectaculars. Keep it tense with close quarter combat and everything in between. Map specific dynamic events are teased: visibility, altering sandstorms, a space rocket launch, destructive tornadoes. The last can be turned to your advantage with, as one example, the new wingsuits. If your specialist comes equipped with one, you can ride the wind, ride the tornado, just beware of debris and vehicles snatched into the storm. A potent mix of on the fly tactics and strategies carefully considered. Lowering or raising bridges, locking down cranes, managing doorways, are designed to keep you thinking and to be hyper aware of your surroundings. All right, so that sounds cool. If the environment plays more of a role into the gameplay. Now, this whole idea of jumping in tornadoes with your wingsuit and flying around trying to shoot people or go places, that is something ridiculous. That's like a Call of Duty type thing. Um, so hopefully the game doesn't get too outrageous, but to ride a tornado in a wingsuit, I'm gonna do it. Should be fun, but that is pretty. That's not really Battlefield um, to me, but it's gonna be cool. Um, so now let's take a look at the maps. But first, on current gen PS4, the last gen Xboxes, they will only have 64 players and smaller maps, obviously. Um, so let's look at the maps. Seven to start out with. 128 player count on these seven maps. Kaleidoscope, South Korea. The cityscape features dense roadways and skyscrapers that can be explored, or if you have a wingsuit, leapt off of. It's here that a tornado that dwarfs the glittering buildings will make its presence known. So, on this map, tornadoes. Manifest, Singapore. Supply lines are under threat in this key location for global trade. Looks like it's nighttime there. Hopefully, it's dynamic time and weather. Hopefully. Orbital in French Guiana, whatever. Players will battle in the shadow of a towering space rocket pad that's counting down to an imminent launch. Discarded, India. Well, clash around through and on top of massive ship hulks and the surrounding cranes. So in India, it would have been kind of cool if you could have fought in some. different locations in India, but oh well. Renewal, Egypt. Wrestle for control of agricultural technology center in the Egyptian desert. So to the left, we see the Egyptian desert, and to the right, we see they've turned some of that desert into green farmable land. And then Hourglass, Qatar. An approaching sandstorm will shift the tide of war taking place at the heart of a city. There's some osprey flying off, so big old sandstorm coming in. And then Breakaway, Antarctica. From hot deserts to icy landscapes, oil and gas are the key resources being fought over here. Insert on the mountaintops with a wingsuit, and you can dive into industrial buildings below. All right, specialists are Battlefield 2042's different character types. Each comes with a unique specialty and trait. The former may take the shape of a grappling hook for assault types only, a quick zip to higher spots, interesting, OVP recon drone, the mark of the recon, which can be piloted or parked to pinpoint targets. I hope they have a hardcore mode. Please have a hardcore mode. You have to. Or S21 Cyretti pistol, handled by support, firing health vials at those who need them. That's like Killing Floor 2. In Killing Floor 2, you have a pistol that you shoot and you heal your teammates like that. So, very much like Killing Floor 2. Those nicely pair with traits. Assault types are known for their nimbleness, whereas a support specialist doubles as a combat surgeon capable of fully restoring a comrade's health. Beyond those two unique abilities, specialists can be customized with whatever loadout you wish, giving you more freedom to create a playstyle that fits you. Battlefield 2042 will offer 10 specialists on launch. All right, so more pictures. The Plus system, not shown, lets you customize your selected weapon without taking your eyes off the battlefield. A button tap will bring up a plus shaped UI menu over your weapon, showing what you currently own. Each segment is tied to a specific item type, scopes, barrel, ammo type, etc. Pick to equip. Interesting. You don't have to wait to die to change up your weapons. You can do it in game on the fly. Very cool. The road to launch and battle pass. We're marching towards the 4th month mark before launch, and most of what those weeks ahead hold, we can only speculate on. Two things are confirmed though. Pre launch players who pre order can get early taste of the game with an open beta. Details are yet to be revealed. I would suspect those details will be revealed on June 13th. I'm guessing. Post launch, Battlefield 2042's first year promises 4 seasons of content, bringing with them 4 new specialists plus new locations. Each season is marked by a new battle pass. EA confirms that the new locations will be accessible to all players. So, if you don't want to buy the battle passes, don't worry. All maps will be playable by everyone. That's nice. Gotta have that. For a first reveal, there's a lot to take in, yet plenty more to talk about. Look forward to more Battlefield 2042 in the near future. All right, so a lot of details right there. So DICE are all in on making Battlefield 6 the best game they've ever made. They are all in. So I'm hyped for it. I pre ordered the gold edition, so got that, and I can't wait. Can't wait for the beta. Can't wait for the game to come out. I'm hyped. So this should be really good. So there it is. Let me know if you're gonna get this game. Let me know what you think about these details. Sounds pretty good to me. So a lot of weather, a lot of destruction, a lot of interesting things you can do. So yeah, sounds cool. All right, jamming out.